In life, it's common to judge others based on the challenges they face. But we need to remember that tough times don't always reflect on someone's character. Instead, they can be a test of faith and strength. This is clear in some important stories from the Bible. Take the story of Job, for example. Job was a good man who feared God and stayed away from evil. But he went through terrible sufferings. He lost his wealth, his children, and even got painful sores all over his body. Job's friends thought he must have done something really bad to deserve all that. But they were wrong. Job's sufferings wasn't a punishment. It was a test of his faith. In the end, his trust in God during his hard times was rewarded, and he got back everything he lost, even more than before. Similarly, the 12 disciples of Jesus faced lots of hardships and were treated badly. They were even put in prison, and some of them were killed because of their belief. But their suffering wasn't a sign of their weakness. It showed how dedicated they were to their faith. Their tough times made them stronger and helped spread the teachings of Christianity. Then, there's the story of Jesus himself. He lived a life full of love and kindness, but still went through so much pain. He was betrayed, falsely accused, and even killed. But his sufferings wasn't because he did anything wrong. It was a sacrifice to show how much God loves us. His resurrection later on showed that good is stronger than evil, and life is more powerful than death. Life is often a tapestry woven with threads of joy and sorrow, triumphs and tribulations. It's important to remember that those who are struggling, who seem to be caught in a web of difficulties and hardships, are not necessarily wicked or being punished by God. Our earthly understanding of justice and retribution does not align with the divine perspective. In this world, our judgments are limited and flawed, unable to grasp the full extent of God's plan. Consider the story of Nick Vujicic. Nick Vujicic is a remarkable individual who has transformed adversity into a powerful testament of faith, resilience, and inspiration. Born on December 4, 1982 in Melbourne, Australia, Nick came into the world with tetra amelia syndrome, a rare disorder characterized by the absence of all four limbs. Despite the immense physical challenges he faced from birth, Nick's journey is a profound example of embracing one's faith and serving God with an unwavering faith. From an early age, Nick struggled not only with the physical limitations of his condition, but also with the emotional and psychological challenges. As a child, he experienced bullying and self-doubt, questioning his purpose and worth. He even contemplated suicide, feeling overwhelmed by his circumstances and the seeming impossibility of living a normal life. However, it was through these dark times that Nick's faith in God began to take root and grow stronger. Nick's turning point came when he realized that his life had a purpose beyond his physical appearance. He began to see his unique condition as an opportunity to inspire others and spread a message of hope and faith. Embracing his faith, Nick chose to dedicate his life to serving God and helping others find meaning in their struggles. He refused to let bitterness or resentment take a hold of his heart, instead, allowing his faith to guide him towards a life of profound impact and purpose. Today, Nick Vujicic is a renowned motivational speaker, author, and evangelist. He traveled the world, sharing his story and encouraging millions of people to overcome their challenges and embracing their potential. Through his organization, Life Without Limbs, Nick reaches out to individuals facing difficulties, offering them hope and practical advice on living a fulfilling life despite their circumstances. Nick's story is a testament to the power of faith and the human spirit. Instead of hating God for his physical appearance, he chose to see his life as a gift and an opportunity to make a difference. His unwavering faith and positive outlook have touched countless lives, providing that no matter the challenges we face, we can find purpose and joy by trusting in God's plan for us. In Nick's own words, if God can use a man without arms and legs to be his hands and feet, then he will certainly use any willing heart. This powerful message resonates deeply, reminding us that our limitations do not define us. Instead, it is our faith, determination, and willingness to serve others that truly shapes our destinies. Nick Vujicic's life is a shining example of how embracing one's faith and serving God can lead to an extraordinary existence. God is not punishing the people facing difficulties in life. Rather, He is testing their faith and resilience. Their struggles are not markings of divine disfavor but opportunities for growth and perseverance. Moreover, their circumstances serve as a test for those around them. God often uses people's situation to test other people's surroundings them too. It challenges us to respond with compassion, understanding, and support rather than judgment and condemnation. We must never hastily declare that someone is cursed or suffered due to karma. Such statements are not only unkind but also reflect a deep misunderstanding of the nature of divine justice. All of us will face trials that put our faith to the test, including you. There will be a season in your life where you will be experiencing unpleasant circumstances. Appreciate the situation and consider that God gave you His audience. This is the time God focuses the spotlight on you. It's your chance to get closer to Him. Ask for strength and guidance to overcome the test instead of complaining and questioning. Soon, once you overcome the storm, a great reward awaits you. We must also consider those who commit crimes yet seems to lead prosperous lives. Their apparent success is fleeting and deceptive. While they may escape earthly consequences for a time, true justice is in God's hands. He sees all, knows all, and His justice is both righteous and inevitable. The reckoning for their actions will come, not by our timetable, but by His perfect timing. Therefore, we must refrain from making harsh judgment about others' lives. Our role is not to decide who is deserving of hardship or who should face retribution. Instead, we should focus on living righteously ourselves, extending grace and kindness, and leaving the ultimate judgment to God. His justice is perfect and just, far beyond our limited human comprehension. In times of difficulty, let us support one another with love and empathy, trusting that God is working through every situation for a greater purpose. By doing so, we honor the true spirit of faith and embody the compassion that God calls us to show to one another, and watch how God bless your life more with abundance and prosperity.